What is up, guys? Today we're gonna install a new transmission mount. When I was under the car last week, 2 weeks ago, I noticed the transmission mount was really flimsy, so I decided let's give it a shot. I'll grab the Group N off Subispeed, try to install it. Let's see how it goes. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I watched a couple how-tos on YouTube, so I'm basically a professional now, so gonna give it a shot. Let's hope for the best. Following tools you are going to need to complete this: a 1/2" ratchet, 3/8 ratchet, a sorted extension, 17mm socket, a 14mm socket, a 12mm socket, and possibly a 12mm box wrench. You will obviously need a jack and jack stance to go along with that, or if you're lucky enough to have a lift, you might want to do it on a lift to make it a lot easier. Alright, first let's show you how flimsy this mount is. See how much transmission moving? That's barely putting any pressure on this pry bar. So, let's see if we can fix that. Alright, so we're under here. Before I jack up the transmission to support it, I'm going to take off these bolts for the heat shield. And I don't know where the hell the other one is. There we go. Those two 12s. Alright. Now let's support the transmission. Alright, now to take off the transmission mount, you gotta take off this brace, and this brace has two 14mm bolts on each side. They seem to be on there pretty good. You got those two there, and then another two right here. So two on each side. If those are out, on the other ends of this brace, you got a 17mm bolt there, 17 on the other end. Let's take those out. Last but not least, your two 14s here. That's after I already lowered the jack down. Kind of forgot about that, but oh fuck. Let's throw a bolt in, maybe. Try this again. Alright, maybe go directly from the transmission. Alright, so that last part, I don't know if I did a good job filming it. There was these two bolts on each side. That's the actual mount. Look how flimsy that is. Those are both 14mm. These are at the front of the car. That's a 17. The 17. Then this is towards the back. You got two 14s. Two 14s. And then the actual mount itself. Two 14s and two 14s. Pretty simple. Alright, that was a pain in the ass. My suggestion, maybe try taking the bolts for those two 14s for the actual tranny mount itself. Maybe do it on the car. Or make sure you have a breaker bar, because that wasn't fun. Alright, now let's look had the two mounts themselves. This right here is the stock one. See all that movement in stock. Look at that. I'm sure you've seen this on something like Less Human's Garage or something, but I had to see for myself. I don't know if that was supposed to be attached right there. That is no longer attached. Group end. That won't move. Very, very little movement in it. So, let's slap this bad boy in and let's see how it goes. Alright, I got all my bolts in hand tight. It's a little snug with the wrench. Let's jack it up with the jack stand and we're gonna more torque down. Final test. Let's see. There you go. Barely any movement. It's a lot better. Let's drop it down and take it for a test drive. Alright, so first impression, why didn't I do this sooner? Because it feels fantastic. All the gear throws, nice and smooth. Sometimes when you were slowing down, it would be a little hard to throw it into first gear. Now it just slides right into first gear. Oh geez. I'm just gotta roll down the windows. And sitting here, it just seems a lot smoother. Not too bad so far. And even going from a stop, a lot more solid. Like it, almost like a more direct feel. Seems like the power is planted a lot easier. Shifting through gears seems a lot more fluid, even when you're driving. Even like sometimes when you're slowing down and you throw it back into first gear, sometimes it was kind of hard to throw it into first. Now it kind of just slides right in. A lot better. There is a little bit of noticeable vibration when you're at stopped at a light. It's livable. Like I said, it's very gear throws are very direct now. You don't feel too much slop anymore. It goes right into all the gears. From a stop, everything's nice and smooth. It feels like the power is sent directly to the wheels. The STI has a little bit stiffer mounts than the WRX, but upgrade this one. You should really pair it with the pitch stop mount, which I may do in the near future. I mean, I know there's a TSB from Subaru to repair the pitch stop because they have a tendency to break, but I don't launch my car, so I'm hoping it's pretty good. I do know people with pitch stops and only pitch stops that launch the car and they never broke it, so I guess it's kind of like luck of the draw. But I may do the pairing brace, but I don't know if I want to deal with leaving my clutch and stuff. But I might just upgrade to like the group end pitch stop mount because it's cheaper. It's not